The right relationship starts with the right you. Before you scroll, let's talk. Because most singles don't even realize the quiet ways they sabotage their future. The quiet ways they sabotage their future relationships until it's too late. Today, I'm going to be walking you through 10 silent mistakes that singles make. The kind of habits that don't just disappear at the altar. I mean, the habits that show up even at marriage and start wrecking things from the inside out. You're single, but you don't have to waste that time. You don't have to waste your time of singleness. You don't have to. This is the time for you to make the best of what you are. Make the best of who you are. In this space, we trade shame for clarity. It's not about guilt tripping you, about making you feel bad. Because I've made some of the mistakes I'm going to talk about today. The joy is that once you spot them, you can stop them. So whether you're thriving or you're frustrated or you're lonely or you're tired of praying and swiping, this video is for you. Because marriage does not just magically fix what is wrong. It doesn't magically fix that maladaptive behavior. It magnifies it, it reflects it. So are you ready? Let's jump right in because the right relationship starts with the right you. The first mistake is waiting to start life until you're married. I mean, people are really living as if real life starts after you say I do. People are living as if real life starts after you marry or after you walk down the aisle and wear that gown and wear that suit, wear that tuxedo. They delay their joy, they delay their goals, they even delay their purpose because they are waiting for marriage. Marriage does not upgrade you. It does not reward you. Rather, it reveals you. It reveals the real you. So you have to start living your life as if your future depends on it because your future actually does depend on what you're doing now. So it's the preparation that you have now as a single. That is what will sustain you in marriage. That's what will sustain you when you finally get into that marriage. So you have to start fulfilling purpose now. Move towards fulfilling purpose. Move towards, getting something done. Take that course. Go for that go for that trip. Go on that trip. Visit that place you want to visit. Do that thing you want to do. That skill you want to acquire. Acquire it now that you're single. So don't just put your life on the back burner and be waiting for when you finally marry before you now start living. No, it's going to affect you when you finally marry. And the second mistake is that single people focus on finding the one rather than becoming whole or becoming the one. So before you find the one, you have to become the one. You have to become the one. You watch YouTube videos on how to know the one, how to know when you find the one, and all that and all that. But when was the last time you asked yourself, am I healed? Am I really healed? Have I healed from past hurts? Am I healed from past relationships? Am I who I want to marry? Will I marry my kind of person? Can I marry my type of person with these behaviors that I'm seeing in me? Because if you want to tell yourself the truth, you know yourself better than anybody. So you become the right person first before you now start looking for the one. You can't attract what you pray for. Rather, you attract what you are. So people of like minds, people of like passion, people of like everything, they attract each other. So you have to that person now you want to marry. Okay, you want a God fearing man, you want a nice man. Be a God fearing lady, be a nice lady. So you have to be better first. And once you're better, yours, that is your person will find you naturally. Your person will you will gravitate naturally to each other. Now the third mistake that single people make while waiting for marriage is that they believe that singleness equals loneliness. Singleness does not equal loneliness. Loneliness is just a feeling, and as a feeling to come and stay and go. So you constantly feel every silence with TikTok, with Instagram. Go around social media, try look for people that you will watch. You feel every noise, you feel every silence with noise, you feel every silence with people, you feel every silence with activity. Know that avoiding solitude, avoiding peace, avoiding quiet is not the same thing as being social. I know some people that are quiet, that they can stay in their space, they are okay staying, in their space, but they are very social. They are very, very social. But they like that their peace, they like that their personal space. They are not lonely. They just understand that it's good once in a while for you to be quiet. It's even when you're quiet that you think more, you think deeper. So loneliness is a feeling, wholeness is a state. Even our Master, our Lord Jesus Christ, Once in a while, the Bible recorded that he goes into a quiet place, he goes into solitude to connect with the Father. So it's when you're in a quiet place, that's when you can really attune, that's when you can really connect, that's when you can even think deep. You think deeper. Now, if any of these mistakes I've talked about is really, hitting you, is really stinging you a little, that is good. It means that you are honest with yourself, and that is the first step to growth. That is the first step. That is the first step towards growth. That's the first step towards transformation. Moving on, the fourth mistake I've seen single people make is that they waste time in situationship. That is wasting time in situationships. You're stuck in a talking stage that have lasted for 12 months, or a relationship that is not going anywhere. Relationship that has lasted for 6 years. There is no direction, there's no potential, but you're there wasting time, marking time. So the relationship is not even clear. You don't even know what you are. You've not even defined that relationship. There's no clarity. There's no communication. There's no potential. There's no future, but emotion. There's no peace, but you're fully invested in that relationship. If the relationship is not moving forward, if the relationship does not have any future, if there is no hope for that relationship, it is a situationship and it is holding you back. And one thing with it is that when people find out that you're in a relationship with somebody that you know that this relationship is not going anywhere. Imagine if you are with somebody and people around you know that okay, you're dating this guy, or you people have been together for 4 years, 5 years, and there's no headway, there's no we are getting married so and so time. Even someone that likes you, that wants to approach you, will not approach you because the person will feel that you're in a relationship already. So you don't have to waste time on situationship. So once you've seen that okay, this relationship is not going anywhere, there's no future. As far as I'm concerned, there's no hope for this relationship. You just take a graceful bow. Take it if you've tried to define it and the relationship has refused to be defined, you take a graceful bow, move away from it, and move to something else. Don't waste your time on something that you know that this one is not going anywhere. Fifth mistake I've seen single people make is underestimating the power of lust and the power of compromise. Now, a little slip, a little shift, that DM, that particular DM that went too far, that stirred up some emotions in your heart, that stirred up some feelings in your heart, that stirred up some imaginations in your heart. A Netflix and chill night that turned into sweating activities, a little curiosity to experiment. All these things, they all have negative effects and lasting consequences. You might not see the consequences now, but when you eventually marry, you will see the negative effect. That is if you don't nip them on the bud, if you don't stop them while they are still festering. Know that the thing that you tolerate in secret, that behavior that is not right, that you don't get rid of, is something that you're going to battle in marriage. Compromise will make you lose your self-worth, to make you lose your boundaries, to make you lose your purpose, to derail you from purpose and from impact. Now, the sixth mistake I've seen single people make is ignoring purpose, all in the name of patience. Yeah, you're waiting on God for marriage. You're waiting on God for a life partner. But you're not moving. You're not growing. You're not serving. You're not building. You're just scrolling and just sighing. Just looking at people saying when you're just you're just there. You're just not doing anything. That is not patience. That is just passivity. You're just sitting down doing nothing, wasting that time, the time you would have used to do a lot of things. So you discover what you can do, find out what you can do, that place you can assist, know what you can do with this freedom that you have. Do the most that you can now because once you eventually marry, you won't have that time. You won't have the time to do a lot of things that you want to do. So do the most that you can do now before you now before you now settle down. So don't just ignore purpose all in the name of waiting on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. Yeah, wait on God, wait for God. But keep moving. Wait on God, but keep building. Wait on God, but keep growing. Now, mistake number 7 is one that might explain why your circle keeps draining you. Why the people around you keeps draining your peace. And that is surrounding yourselves with people who don't sharpen you. Surrounding yourself with people who don't spur you to movement. Friends that joke about marriage but mock purity. Friends that talk about marriage or even talk down on people. People that say put your values aside and follow your heart. People who mock your values, people who mock your principles, people who mock your purpose, people who mock where you're going to. All these people will affect your peace. If you get to a point you start second guessing yourself, you start thinking this thing that I'm doing, is it worth it? My dear, it's worth it. So he that walks with the wise we eventually become wise. Show me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. Check your circle, check your friends, check those that are within you, those that are close, that have this close proximity to you, and distance yourself from unprofitable circle. Distance yourself from people that are not pushing you to greatness. People that Distance yourself from people that you're better than. Look for people that are better than you. So people that defend sin should not be amongst your closest friends. So people that defend cheating. People that say that men are polygamous in nature. People that say that all men cheat. You as a man, you shouldn't be there if you know what you're going for. If you know your value, if you know your purpose, you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be found in such company. The eighth mistake I've seen single people make is comparing your journey constantly. Everybody's getting married, everybody's getting engaged, or everybody's in a relationship, or everybody's booed up, and you're just looking at them, scrolling through social media, looking at proposal videos and proposal pictures, looking at wedding pictures, and you keep asking God, God, am I a spoon? God, am I a broom? Am I this? Am I that? Even people that I'm way older than are getting married. God, when? These are the questions you ask. Know that your story is not late. We are all on different lanes that are custom built for us. We are all running on different tracks, moving towards different goals. You're not the same with anybody. Know that your story and the story of your sister is not the same. Your story and the story of your brother is not the same. So don't compare your journey with somebody, because if you keep comparing your journey with somebody, you won't move forward. You will sit down and keep comparing. And once you keep comparing, you start feeling bad. Even when God is telling you, my son, calm down, I have better plans for you. You don't want it. You say, God, please give me my own. See, this person is married, this person is married. And the ninth mistake I've seen single people make is letting bitterness or shame take root. I mean, shame from maybe of the activities you engaged in the past, or bitterness out of a bad relationship that just came out from. You feel that you've missed your chance, that I'm getting older. I would have married this man when he was coming up. Now he's married with 4 children. You feel that you've messed up, or you feel that you're too strict. You feel that your values are too hard or too strict, or you carry wounds silently, wounds that have not healed. Know that all these things, all this bitterness and all this shame, they all affect your future. So all this bitterness and all this shame, put it on God, leave it on God, and He will restore. He's the one that brings beauty from ashes. So He will restore everything that you've lost, everything you felt that you've lost. If you've lost time, if you've lost opportunities, He's the one that will restore it. Now, the tenth mistake I've seen single people make is thinking that marriage will solve your emptiness, thinking that marriage will fill you up, thinking that marriage will complete you. You think that once you found the one, you finally feel secure, you finally feel seen, or you finally feel okay, you finally feel enough. Marriage can't fill a void or give you solution. Know that your identity is settled in Christ and not in a ring. It is God's job to fill a void. It's God's job to bring solution to whatever it is you're passing through, and not marriage. Yeah, so don't bank your completeness, don't bank your healing, don't bank your wholeness on marriage, or wait till you marry before you now feel complete, before you now feel secure. Feel secure in yourself now as a single, so that when you're getting married, you're now getting married healthy. You're getting married healthy, and your marriage will be healthy. So how many of these mistakes have you made? How many are you familiar with? How many have you seen people make? Now that you know better, let us live better. Okay, I would love you to drop a comment and tell me the one that hit you hardest, the mistake that hit you hardest. That's the one you've made and you've seen, or the one that you're even making now. You don't even know that is a mistake. So drop it in the comments and let us talk about that. So if you're serious about growing and you're interested in other people like you growing, do well to hit that like button so that it can get to somebody else who needs it. Now subscribe for more videos on singleness and purpose, and share this in your group chat, or share it to that one friend that you know that is always in a talking stage. Now for my single ladies, I have a community I run on WhatsApp for single ladies. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the pinned comment. So if you're a single lady that is interested in growing, that is interested in knowing better, click on that link and it will direct you straight to the community. That is where you can get me. I can speak to you one-on-one. I can tell you one or two things that you need to know. Now, remember that this season can't be wasted. Allow God to work with you. Allow God to work on you. So that when you finally marry, you're going to enter that marriage whole. You will be ready for that marriage and not scrambling. So until I come your way next time, stay tuned for my next video. My next video is something that you don't want to miss. So see you in my next video. Bye.